business owners. What's in a brand? When Jasmine started her business, she was so excited to get it off the ground that she didn't take the time to formulate a brand identity or strategy. She just went with what felt right at the time. As a result, her branding was all over the place and her messaging wasn't cohesive. This made it difficult for customers to know what she stood for and what they could expect from her products or services. Thankfully, Jasmine realized her mistake and took some time to develop a solid brand strategy. She crafted a clear message that reflected who she was as a business owner and what she could offer her customers. She also created an identity that was aligned with her values and resonated with her target audience. By taking these important steps, Jasmine was able to relaunch her business with a strong foundation that would help her attract the right clients and grow her business for years to come. Your brand is your identity, and that is one of the most important things to remember as a woman business owner. It's what sets you apart from other companies that market to your demographic and tells your customers what you're all about. A strong brand can make all the difference in the world when it comes to attracting and retaining customers. If you don't have a clear idea of who you are and what you stand for, now is the time to define your brand. Ask yourself what makes you unique and what value you offer your customers. Once you have a clear understanding of these things, you can begin to communicate your brand through all of your company's marketing efforts, from its website and logo to the products and services it offers. Keep in mind that your brand is always evolving, so don't be afraid to change it up as your business grows and develops over time. The most important thing is to stay true to yourself and remain consistent in everything you do. By doing so, you'll ensure that your brand shines through in all that you do, attracting new customers and keeping them coming back for more. Who is your company? In order to establish an effective brand, it is essential to understand how your company is perceived by the public. What are your core values, and how do they align with the public's perception of your company? It can be helpful to think of your company in terms of personal characteristics. For example, is your company seen as brash and bold, or gentle and unassuming? Is it perceived as smart, strong, athletic, youthful, or conservative? By understanding how the public views your company, you can begin to formulate an effective brand strategy. Consistency is key. A good brand is consistent. The public should get the same message every time they come into contact with you. Consistency is especially important online, where you have many more touch points with your market than offline. Image plays a bigger part online, so consistency across all media is key. Your brand should also provide a seamless user experience. The user experience should be in harmony with the image your brand projects. Apple is a company that does this well. Their brand communicates that they produce the trendiest, high-tech products that improve our lives, and that are clean, simple, and easy to use. Their marketing, their products, and their customer service all strive to communicate this message. Know your customers. The most important part of building your brand is getting to know your customers. In reality, brands are merely representations of perceptions. They exist inside the minds of customers. So you need to get inside your customers' heads and understand what they think and how they feel about you. You need to understand the demographic you cater to, as well as psychological factors such as how they see themselves and how they think about money. You should know their buying habits, which brands they buy from, and how they feel about these brands. All in the mind. Always remember that brand is in your customers' minds, not in the real world. It's not necessarily something about your company, but what your market perceives it to be. Aim to make associations in people's minds with your company. This is why people pay so much money for Swiss watches, even today when we all have cell phones that tell time for us. There is still something about a Swiss watch in the buyer's mind that conveys much more than a timepiece. It communicates luxury, craftsmanship, and even the culture and history behind the Swiss watch. This is its brand. The history. The history of a brand is the story of how the business got started and what it has been through to get to where it is today. This can include the founding story, the early days of struggle, the major milestones along the way, and the current state of the business. An important part of a brand, the history helps to humanize the business. It also helps to build trust, as customers are more likely to do business with a company that they feel they know and can relate to, creating a connection. In addition, the history gives your brand not only a sense of identity but purpose. And without this history, your brand would be just another name on the shelves. With it, you have the opportunity to build something special. It can be a powerful marketing tool, as it can be used to create ads and marketing materials that are emotionally resonant and memorable. It is important for you as a woman business owner to have a strong brand that helps you reach your target audience, creates a resonance with them, and tells customers what you're all about. This will lead to not only attracting customers but retaining them. The following is a quick recap of the factors to consider when building your brand. Brand identity, uniqueness, ever evolving, company personality. Consistency is key. Know your customers, all in the mind. The history. By following these tips, you'll be well on your way to revamping, or if you're just building it, creating your brand voice and increasing conversions. But don't stop there. Always be on the lookout for ways to improve and evolve your brand voice, and make sure to stay connected with your audience as your business grows.
Stay tuned for next week's video. Same time, same place. Remember, you are worthy of success, and self-worth comes from one thing: thinking you are worthy. Wayne Dyer. http://www.womensexpansion.com